So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Carly. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, then you won't really know what this shindig is all about. So I used to compete in bodybuilding shows. I've always kind of been in prep or off season, and all my previous videos were very focused around that and kind of getting ready for diets and dieting for the wedding and showing you kind of how I trained and all that kind of stuff. I've not really posted anything probably in about 4 months now, just because my priorities have changed, but I thought it was important to come on and kind of give an update with things that I'm doing now with regards to my training, nutrition, goals, all that kind of stuff. And there's been quite a lot of, I wouldn't say requests, but a lot of questions around kind of what I'm doing just now. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that probably about 4 weeks ago, I kind of had this epiphany. Come here, come on. I had this epiphany that I would move away from being on a plan and kind of go into, or trying to do intuitive eating. Easier said than done, believe me. So I reached out to my coach and kind of said, listen, like, I feel like this is what I want to do now. I was bobbing in plan, out of plan. Earlier in the year I was looking to compete, then I changed my mind because I didn't want to do that, and then I wanted to diet for a photo shoot because I felt like I always needed this goal, always needed something, and it was the only way that could keep me in the straight and narrow. Then I kind of realised, actually, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be like self-efficient and be in a better mindset and not be stressed about food, and when I'm going away with work, and being able to do what I want, and also to kind of train how I want as well. So if you follow my Instagram, you've probably seen the emotional breakdown I had when I told my coach that, Rosie, who I've been with for about 3 years. So I told Rosie, or 2 years, yeah, 3 years, 3 years in a couple months. Told Rosie, and her response was like, absolutely, yes, this is like the right thing, it's how I want you to be, so on and so forth. I kind of, I guess, wanted to talk around that today. Even for further context, when I first started the gym, it was around 2013. I had no idea about nutrition. I trained doing circuit training and kind of functional training, and that was the last time that I ever had a good relationship with food. And what I mean by that is I ate when I felt I needed to, what I wanted to eat. I didn't feel stressed if I was eating off plan. I didn't feel stressed if I thought I was eating bad food. I just ate what I wanted when I wanted, and I trained a lot, and the training I was doing was fun. I had no goal, I was doing it all for fun, and that was when I was most confident in how I looked about myself. It was when I was probably my most carefree, and I looked really good for it. And I think for me, like, I've kind of gone through this roller coaster of want to build muscle, want to compete, shit, I need to be better, I need to be better, I need to keep improving, I want to compete again, I should be competing again, I am obliged to compete again, and it's always been a kind of emotional roller coaster because of that. So yeah, spoke to Rosie. It so happened that she was just launching, now if you don't know Rosie, I'll put her Instagram link in my description. She is an IFBB, she competed at Olympia 4 years ago. Been with her for 3 years, been the best coach I've had, really awesome, really kind of in tune with like being healthy first and foremost over looking good. So just so happened at that time she just partnered up with her friend Claire Rosie, and they were just about to launch Yoyo-om. Hi, this is me from the future, or editing. And I just realised that I've been saying Yoyo-om when it's Yoyo-om. So it's Yoyo-om, ignore everything naff I can say. Yoyo-om, Yoyo-om. Okay? I'm gonna do it. Thank you. And that is basically a kind of, I guess, not a business, but a new venture where they're looking to educate people around things like intuitive eating and your mental health and being in tune with your body. So it felt like it was really good timing. So I signed up to their 8-week course, and I'm in my 3rd week of that just now, and that basically looks like I get information each week which talks me through like what is intuitive eating, what I should be listening to with my body, the diet trap. Really, really useful. And if anybody's really struggling to kind of do the transition from tracking and being on plan to intuitively eating, I would absolutely highly recommend. It gives me loads of food for thought, no pun intended, and it's just a really useful resource to have in my toolkit. So I've got some points. I feel like I waffle quite a bit there, but I've got some points to go through. So what is intuitive eating? It's basically what it says in the tin, is my understanding and how I translate it, and that is really listening to what your body wants and when it wants it, and being really in tune with. Perfect example, right, and I got this from Yoyo-om, so I'm not taking any credit for this whatsoever. If you have a sore foot, you don't think about it, you just pick up your foot and you rub it to make it feel better. It's trying to get to that state and that kind of mindful, I guess, mental state of where you don't go through this rationalization process when your body says, right, I want pineapple. Oh, but that's carbs, and like, do I need to like take that away from what I'm eating later? I'm not training today, should I be eating that? As an example. Or if your body is craving like olives, I just fucking love olives just now. I don't think about it, I just eat it without thinking, okay, right, what's that fats? What does that look like for the rest of my day? Am I eating enough? Am I under eating? So on and so forth, right? So it's really just getting used to listening to what your body needs. Listen to the signals that it gives, is kind of how I am translating that. Where am I now? So I'm 4 weeks in. Initially I thought, eating what I want, when I want, well, that's gonna piece of piss. But I actually realised how my mind had been kind of, I guess, changed or programmed through many years of dieting. So I've been on a meal plan probably for about 4 years, if not 5. And to move away from, I need to make sure I'm eating enough, I need to make sure I'm getting a good nutrient split, I need to make sure that I'm tracking my macros, I'm using my fitness pal, I'm sticking to my plan, that I only have 1 cheat meal a week. If I'm having that cheat meal, I need to make it really good, aka bad. This is good food, this is bad food, this is what I should be eating, this is what I shouldn't be eating, this is when I should be eating it. And to move away from that is really difficult. And it's not a case of just Doug, can you stop crying? It's not a case of just moving away from reading a plan. It's even things like looking at the back of a packet to see how many calories are in it. It's looking at moving away from mentally tracking stuff. It's moving away from the association of what bad and good food is. Like, there's things that the way I'm trying to look at it is that good for my body? So doesn't mean I'm going to eat pizza every day, absolutely not. Because why? Because that's probably not going to be it's not going to be healthy for my body, and it's probably going to make me quite inflamed. So it's just taking a better approach with what you're eating and kind of how and when. So I've really struggled with that's bad, so I shouldn't eat that, and then feeling guilty. Examples being bread with my soup, for example, or an example being a quite high calorie protein bar, or an example being popcorn at the cinema, pick a mix at the cinema, or an example being too much potatoes with my Christmas dinner, right? And I feel like this week I've started to kind of change my, like, move my needle a bit in that, with that respect, which has been really, really hard. So just now I'm trying to eat, like, I'm hungry just now, so I'll probably eat something shortly, but I was really scared of under eating and not eating enough rather than overeating. And that's quite hard for people to get their head around. Like, how do you know you're hitting your macros? Well, I'm kind of listening to my body, and my body's telling me what it needs. So, and I usually make sure that I'm having a good protein, carb, fat split, in the sense of I make sure I have those nutrients in whatever meal I'm having. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm waffling so much. So I asked, like, on Instagram if anybody had any questions, so I'm just going to go through those, and I may have answered some of it, but hopefully this will bring back some structure to this video. So how am I feeling? Really good. One thing that I need to probably work on is being happy with what I see in the mirror. One part of that is not weighing myself every day. So I've stopped weighing myself every day, and I've weighed myself every day for years. And my mood would be really affected if, for instance, I didn't like what I seen. So if I was expecting to lose weight and I didn't, I'd be pissed off all day. If I put on weight and I didn't think I had, I'd be pissed off all day. So I've removed that negativity potential source to kind of get away from that and just go by how I feel. So mentally I'm feeling better, physically I'm feeling good, but I'll kind of come on to that with the training part. And I'm just enjoying kind of navigating my way through this. Definitely in a lot better place I was a few weeks ago. The great thing with Claire and Rosie is we have a group chat on WhatsApp, so if any questions or if I just want to kind of vent how I'm feeling, or if I had guilt feelings or I was negatively impacted or something went really well this week, then kind of calling that out in there is really good to have that guidance as well. So no, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Any cravings? Absolutely not. Actually, I've had the opposite because I am eating what I want. So there's a couple of things that I learned quite quickly. Moving away from a structured meal plan where you have 6 days on meal plan and then have a day where you have a cheat meal. Moving away from that, removed that. Right, Saturday, I'm going to eat what I want. Saturday, I'm going to get a pizza. I'm going to like overindulge. I'm going to almost binge because I've been so good all week. Whereas if I'm kind of allowing myself to have what I want when I want with this intuitive eating approach, it removes this kind of, okay, Saturday, I'm counting down to a cheat meal. I don't have any requirement for a cheat meal because I'm having what I want throughout the week. And it's actually been surprising that I've not eaten as much shite as I thought I would. If I'm wanting a bit of chocolate, I'm having a bit of chocolate. If Stephen is eating, I don't know, like a baguette and lasagna for his dinner, I'll have a taste of it. I don't need to then overindulge and be like, oh well, I fucked it, might as well just have Hunters, because I'm not in that, I'm not in that place where that's even, like, that's going to happen because of how I'm approaching things. So I've not had any cravings at all, apart from olives. I'll always crave olives. I fucking love olives. And what I've been finding is, like, I've wanted just like good food, so I've got a real thing for pineapple just now, olives, I've been having things like bagels, which have been awesome, like, and that's still really good food. But for me, that's something that I would never ever have allowed myself to have at all. So yeah. So weight changes, like I said, I think I weighed myself after the first week and I'd put on like 0.7. Then we had Christmas and New Year and stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna weigh myself because I will be holding on to water. I've eaten a lot, I've drank, and I'm really in a good mental space, and I know I'm doing lots of work and training, and I'm eating good food, so why impact my mood negatively for no reason whatsoever. Training, so I kind of touched on this. I used to love doing circuit training, absolutely loved it, going to classes, and kind of that was my source of training when I first started. I'm still doing strength training in the gym, but I'm kind of training what I want, when I want, how often I want, and not having this structure in place, because the same with the eating, if I miss a training session, I get really negged out, like, and it could be out of my control, it could be due to travelling with work. So I've kind of removed that, and I'm losing track of how much I'm training, to be honest. I've also started doing functional training, so I've joined a gym in Glasgow called Fly Functional Fitness, and it's really kind of functional training where they have strength days and they have conditioning days, so like a Monday, Wednesday and Fridays is strength days, and then they have like a Tuesday, Thursdays conditioning, and a Saturday's hell, but it's really, really good. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the functional training. I'm doing strength days when I want to, I'm doing fly as much and as often as I want to, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And I want to just feel, like, my goal is to feel fitter, to feel stronger, and to be quite happy and balanced in my mind. So I'm really enjoying what I'm doing there. I know for a fact I will lose weight. Like, I'm doing classes where I'm burning like 500-600 classes. Like, it's freaking hard, but it's awesome. So I know I'm gonna lose weight probably. I'm probably gonna lose the muscle, but I'm not arsed. I just want to feel fitter and stronger. So the training's doing really well. Do I still have a coach? No. So it was really great actually. Like, Rosie and I, like I said, had a conversation where I wanted to try and do intuitive eating. I was getting too stressed about food and about trying to be on plan, and she's now my kind of guidance through another means, which is Yoyo-om, which will be for, I think I've got another 5 weeks left. And I think her measure of success for me is that I don't need her anymore. How refreshing is that from a coach to want to have a client who has been with them for 3 years be able to kind of be self-efficient and not have to rely on a coach? Because I would always be like, Rosie, can I have this? Can I have this? When actually I should be able to answer that for myself. So no, I don't have a coach anymore. To have a better balance now? Absolutely yes. absolutely. Don't get stressed out. Me and Stephen can actually have food together. We can go out together. I don't have the stress when we do go out together being like, oh, that's my cheap meal, or can we wait till Saturday? Doug, come here. Stop freaking crying. Oh. Oh, he's very handsome. So we can do things together and I'm not stressed about it. We can take the dog out for a walk, go get a bowl of soup in a lovely country pub, like have a glass of gin, have a glass of wine. Like, it's so nice to feel like a normal human being and not have the riddle of guilt. So that's awesome. Other things, let me just check what else was asked. Oh, typical day of eating. So I've recorded some bits of what I eat in a day, so I'll add them in now. I like actually batshit crazy. So I had my breakfast this morning, as you've seen. I've been to Cycle Box, I've been shopping, and now I'm like dealing with Christmas shopping. It's 11:20, I haven't actually eaten anything since my breakfast, so I'm just gonna have something to eat before I get stuck in. What I just showed you there, it's really good, like fit and prep, like ready meals from Sainsbury's, and they're awesome. Like, it's a balance of everything that I want, it's tasty. I'm also just kind of snacking on some olives. I can't stop eating olives these days, like I'm actually obsessed. Also got just some hummus and pita bread to snack on later as well. And then tonight I'm going to Shannon's for a couple of drinks, my friend Shannon's, and that will involve some more snackage, but she'll probably get some stuff similar to what I mean just now. So I failed on Saturday. I think last thing I posted was me eating my wee German things, gingerbready things. And then I went to Shannon's and got disgustingly drunk. Disgustingly drunk. Like, if you see my Instagram story, I was sick 6 times yesterday and Sunday. Like, couldn't keep water down, couldn't keep like toast down, couldn't keep anything down. And then finally about 5:30 I felt like a human again, was able to drink water. So then I got Chinese last night. I had special chow mein and some ribs, and it was beautiful. Woke up like feeling like shit, which is fine. And I've had today, for my breakfast I just had oats and protein. I had a sandwich at Starbucks. I've had a protein shake post-workout and some Haribo, because it was there. And now I'm making fajitas. So for the first time in like donkeys, I'm going to make Stephen sit down and eat dinner. So we're going to have some fajitas. Why are the lights all going out? So yeah, I'll do, well, I think I'm doing a sit down video, fuck knows. So yeah, that's kind of my plan of action. And then, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've eaten today. That's it. I really want fajitas, but so I'm making fajitas with some corn on the cob. I'm going to have it with some rice maybe instead of a wrap, just because I fancy some rice. Went to the shops. Not bought a lot just because I'm conscious like we've got Christmas dinner and stuff like that, so I'll just kind of eat as I go tomorrow. I've got my fly functional training in the morning at 7, unless they're closed, I don't think they are. And then I'm going to go for coffee and I'm going to read my intuitive eating course. So it's week 2 of the intuitive eating course with Rosie and Claire. So I'm going to read through what that material looks like, and then just get ready for Christmas. I feel like my face is a wee bit pudgy today. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm very hungry, so Stephen better hurry up or I'm just gonna nibble at the fajitas. So you'll see that I'm kind of just mixing it. I've kind of stuck to the same breakfast because I am obsessed with scrambled eggs and oats, but I'll mix it up sometimes. So like today I had some granola, protein granola from Prozes, which is the supplement company I'm sponsored by. So I had that with some banana because I had a session with Fly this morning. I didn't want to have eaten too much, but I wanted to have something in my belly, so I had that. I'll also have things like, I'll change up my protein source. So I had steak a couple of times last week, I had roast chicken last night, I had chicken sausages for a few days, I had some haggis. Like, I have varied stuff, just kind of what I'm feeling like, and that was hard to move away from, because initially I was just kind of sticking to what I know, like having salmon for my dinner, which I've had for like 3 years, but now I'm kind of getting more confident that I'm wanting to have a bit of everything, and there's no reason why not. And oh my goodness, if I have fatty protein during the day, it's gonna kill me? No. So yeah, I'm quite happy eating a bit of what I want. I'm snacking in things like carrot sticks and hummus, or pineapple, or I'll have some of the stevia kind of milk chocolate that I've also got from Rosie's. Like, they've got really awesome kind of wholesome treats, I would say. So eating's been cool. Like I said, I'm not really having a cheat meal because I'm not cheating anything. I'm just having what I want. I had one of the biggest things that was really one of the biggest things that was a kind of measure of success for me was last Sunday. Stephen and I were out watching the football, and then we decided to go for something to eat, and I suggested Pisano pizza place in Glasgow. Anyway, we ended up going for pizza, and I didn't feel guilty after it. Like, I can't remember the last time I had pizza during the day, because usually it was always kept for Saturday night cheat night. So things like that have been kind of small wins for me. I'm just enjoying to see how it goes. It's still hard. I still have days where I feel guilty for eating something, or I'm kind of don't know whether I should eat or whether I shouldn't eat, and just trying to listen more to what my body's saying. Like, just now my stomach is rumbling, so I probably should eat. So I'll maybe have some chicken and I don't even know what I've got, potatoes or something, and I'll have that. So yeah, it's interesting. I hope you find this useful. I know there's a lot of people that have been reaching out saying they're looking to not track. Best bit of advice I could give you is, one, not just like as a plug for Yoyo-om, but get some real guidance. I definitely needed somebody or people to be able to sound off how I was feeling, but one of the things I recommend is journaling. So I'm going to start doing that because it's something I've not done yet. Just kind of listen to what I'm feeling, how my body's feeling, and writing that down. So I think if you're looking to start something like intuitive eating, think about the reasons why you're doing it. It isn't a case of like not having a meal plan and not putting things into MyFitnessPal. It's a case of like not being consumed by calories in the back of a packet, mentally tracking, weighing yourself, worrying about whether it's an 80-20 split, worrying about whether you're weighing less or weighing more. It's just really being able to kind of trust your body and know that it knows what it wants and what it needs and when it needs it. So that's kind of where I'm going just now. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was useful. I hope I didn't gibber on too much. I'm going to edit this and see if it makes sense. Was there anything else? I don't think there was. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else you would like to see me do. I'll maybe do like a physique update in a month's time, maybe, when I've got a routine of like Fly under my belt and seeing where I am with my food and stuff. So that'll be interesting, I think. Please subscribe. Maybe you'll see my next video in like 6 months. Jokes. Yeah, on all seriousness, let me know what you would like to see. I'll keep my Instagram updated with how I'm getting on anyway, so make sure that you follow my Instagram at itscarlyinnit, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.